What do we have here today? BTC has been pumping, pumping, pumping. A whole lot of news. We've had a whole lot of news. BTC, this ETF, that one way, this. I heard a rumor that there are a few of the large holders. So BTC, when it was at around 56, that was what caused the pullback. As I heard, the pullback around the 56. It wasn't even a major pullback, thinking it was going to be rejected so that they can, buy lower. Only to find out after a few days that it didn't really shake the market. This simply means that the people controlling this market now is not only the large holders, which are fewer in number compared to we, the retailers. It means that the fuel powering the market is more in the hands of the retailers, you and I, with the small buyers. And then I also heard that when they found out that they made a wrong call was when they put back the money at after like above 57, which was even what triggered the pump above 60. That's why we had that pump so fast, because we had resistance at 58 levels. We didn't even stay in 58 for more than a day, and boom, we were above 60. So now looking at BTC this evening, we have our price trending just around the all-time high. In fact, we almost tested the all-time high. BTC got to 63,069, which is just a few steps away from the all-time high. The all-time high being 64,884. The all-time high is where the one I just circled. So we're looking at what we have here. We have a structure, support structure at about 59,800, which we didn't even spend we didn't even spend up to half a day when it broke above that. It means that the fuel, whatever is powering BTC, is stronger than the bears, because we expected that the bears would have tried to take advantage of one of these pumps and dump it, push it back downwards to go and retest probably the previous support. But we didn't even have that. Even today, after breaking 61, 62, and even got to 63, we still have BTC trending above 59,700. We've had a retest. We had BTC come down, although it didn't come so low. It came down to like 60, the lower levels of 60, and now we are moving back up. With this kind of run from BTC, we usually don't expect all the alts to follow. Why? Because BTC's dominance is pumping so hard that alt holders, the ones who are not so experienced, are beginning to vibrate like panic. So I will show us what BTC's dominance this evening looks like, so that we'll see how far it has pumped and why our odds are still not flying. That's why you're just having just random pumps. But the moment we have BTC caged probably in a channel consolidating, I think we're going to start having a massive pump from the odds. So just like I told you guys, if you want to know about BTC dominance, if you go to your trading view, you just search for BTC.D. So that will give you a chart of the BTC dominance. So I'll change my time frame to 1 day. Now, I hope you all can see where we had a breakout in the dominance. We had a breakout, and then a structural support resistance which we had here, which it only just lasted for just 1 day. I'm going to zoom in. If you look closely here, you'll see that we just spent just a day on this support. The next day, we had just a pullback, and the dominance took off. And even as we're speaking now, the little pullback we had is already being wiped off for today. So the odds are going to remain caged until we hit a very major resistance on the BTC dominance, which will give us a little hope for the odds to take off. Now, I am beginning to feel that there is a support at around 48. Sorry, I'm going to place a structure there so that we know when we get there. So I think we are having a solid resistance at around 48.55. So if the dominance should continue with this pace, yes, the odds will pull back once BTC pulls back. The dominance of BTC is not BTC. It is just how much control BTC has over the other coins, the alternative coins. So right now, as we are already moving with speed upward, it means that more investors are investing in BTC at the moment, with a little to nothing flowing into the odds. But with what I just showed you on my screen, I expect that in the coming days, probably this week, in fact, if I should put the size of a candle here, in the coming, like from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be having massive boom from the odds, because I expect this dominance to fly until it gets to this region where we might have a pullback to retest this structure here. I'm going to extend this line. Can you see clearly? I need a response, please.
It's clear, sir.
So I'm going to extend that line so that when it comes, we don't miss it. So my own expectation is that when BTC gets to the resistance at around 48, anything from 48.33, I think we are going to have a major rejection, which will throw BTC down towards BTC's dominance down towards 43. And in that time, when this movement will happen downwards, we are going to see a massive pump in the odds. Now, let's just do a little test and see how this BTC dominance affects the odds. I'm going to, if you look very well, anytime when BTC was trending below this trend line, which served as a strong resistance. I'm going to measure the date range, and now we'll go to 2 or 3 other odds and see the effect of this pullback or this dump in BTC dominance on just 3 random odds. So I'll get my tool from here. We have the date range tool. I'm going to place it from here when it got rejected until when it broke out. So this happened between the 30th. Are you seeing? Hope you're seeing everything. You're seeing 30th of July
Yes.
to 17th of September. Now we move into some of our let's just say the strong projects and see what happened between the 30th of July till the 17th of September. First of all, I'll take my Phantom. Phantom is my coin. I own it. Is it not mine?
It's yours.
It's yours
Seems we
now.
are very safe with it.
It's my own. One of my favorites. So.
30th July to 17th September. July. July 30th. September 17th. Yes, we can see your screen. I can see 49 bars, 49G, 581.44%. 18 days. Let's check ADA. Yes, please. July 30th. July 30th to September 17th. Yes. .496%. Yes, sir, it is. 30th July. 17th. Yes. Yeah, 49 bars. 149.38%. 150%. I don't know if they're having network problem, but I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, go on, please. Yes, we can hear you. Yes, we can. Very well, sir. Yeah, welcome back. Your voice keeps breaking, sir. No, it's not your network. I think it's yeah, I think it's better now. Yes, very well. Very much better. Okay, sorry. Can I interrupt? Sorry. Yes, from the point you said for the past 12 years, you've started from like looking back 2017, that was when it started breaking, when you mentioned for the past 12 years.
The
Adenugba.
man that gave us a lecture on a few days back
Adenugba. It was
about market
Adenugba's.
cycle and stuff. Yes, Mr. Adoniwa.
Yes, sir.
I remember he clearly stated, I learned a lot from that.
Current or as of the 2017? One 1.4 billion. Okay, that was for Bitcoin, sorry. Yes, sir. Yes.
Inception of crypto, of Bitcoin, let's say. Isn't this wonderful? Is it not looking beautiful?
Yes.
Have you seen any downtrend? Are you seeing any downtrend anywhere? Generally, we've been bullish from the inception till date. And funny enough, if in this my monthly candle, I didn't even this thing come to my mind though. But as we are here now, there's a way God does His own thing. In this our monthly candle for instance. If you look at the stochastic RSI, you can see that we flipped. You can see the last time we flipped here. Look at what it did to the market. We flipped here, right? This was where we flipped, somewhere here. The last time we flipped, see what we had. We are flipping it again, just flipped. What do you think we have? Is it something similar to the other one? Something like this. As in, let us reason like moose. Let's just reason like moose. If this thing happened the last time we flipped, blue flipped over the yellow, and something like this happened, what makes you think that blue is flipping over the yellow now? That this something, even though it's not as big as this, but something similar. So we are in a bullish market generally. I don't even see why somebody will be panicking. Seriously, I don't see why they should be panicking in the market. You all are the blessed ones who came in on time. If you had been here much earlier, you might have seen the bear market. I bet there's something they usually say. They say in the bull. Which in a bull market, everybody is a good trader. It's just a funny thing, but it's actually true. A lot of you are jumping into futures now. Are you sure you can trade futures in a bear market? So let's return the time to one day. We usually work with one day most kids. So do I have any question?
Yeah, there's a question I want to ask before you.
Do I have any question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay.
I believe.
I can't hear you at all. I can't hear you at all. Check your mouthpiece or your earpiece or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, very much better. Hello, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. You're breaking, but I can hear you now.
I said come and handle formation. Does it go better
Yes.
on the higher? Because those people come and handle formation.
You're breaking, we can't hear you.
Okay, try and move your like move your phone or move to a different location. You get better reception.
Okay, I don't know if it's better now.
Yes, it sounds better.
So, let me just type.
Okay, please do type it. Let someone help read it out. Okay, please, if you have sent it, someone should help us read it out, please. Quick, quick, quick. We have spent almost an hour now. How many? We've spent 2 hours. Wow, 2 hours and 30 minutes. I hope most of my students from the TA class, the Features Master class are here, right?
Sir, he's asking, yes, we are here. So he's asking, does the cup and hand information work better on a higher time frame? Because he noticed that it takes time to form. And the second question he asked was, what do you say about cup and handle on a lower time frame?
Okay, I don't encourage any analysis on a lower time frame because you do not have enough data on a lower time frame. A lower time frame, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Yes, I was a scalper at the time. I was a full-time scalper. All those things at the end of the day you run because you can't just be analyzing where the main people trading this thing. You that people have this money to trade are busy using one day, you're using 1 hour. You're just contradicting yourself. You try to move along with the big boys. Try and roll with the big ones. Don't roll with people. Scalpers don't even use, most scalpers that I know, the professional ones, 4 hours is their normal time frame. Because you can, within an hour, what do you think you can see? You see just barely nothing. And then the second question goes what? Because someone just quickly tell me about the second question.
The second question is still saying about the same thing because he's asking about the cup and handle on a lower time frame, and I think you've answered it.
Right. I don't do anything on a lower time frame. If you are in my class, for instance, you should know that we really have no business with all these lower time frames. So we do our analysis on one day. And then when you've done your analysis proper, you can zoom in and see it on a 1 hour or whatsoever. As in, you have the liberty to do what you want, but first you have to do it right one day, and then you cannot change it to 1 hour to see what it looks like at the moment, like what it's about doing in the next 2 hours. What is it gonna do? But you have to use a higher time frame to determine direction, which is very, very, very important. Very, very important to determine which direction. It has to be on a bigger time frame. If you do your analysis on a smaller time frame, you have yourself trading like you're betting. you might see a cup and handle on a 1 hour chart. Yes, it's possible. And it breaks out. And then the pump comes. What you have is just, what if what you have after the breakout is just like 3 candles looking like, spinning tops, no much coverage in terms of distance. But when you zoom out, like on the 1 day time frame, you see that there was no bullish momentum. As at that time, you see a handle forming. If you look at the 1 day, you see that around, as in there's no momentum. You're more or less telling yourself what you want to hear. More like telling yourself what you want to hear. But in the actual sense, there was no bullish momentum. You were just blind trading. So I advise analysis on averagely 1 day time frame. Yes, some of the techniques I'll be teaching you guys, and it will be in the futures class. It will be in our trading room, the TA class. I will soon be teaching you guys some techniques to cash entries. There's nothing 100%, but I can assure you it's a little bit real. Like a 90.
Sorry, your voice keeps breaking, sir.
So you're breaking. We can't hear you very well.
2% attribute for entries. So we still have some stuff to discuss. So it's quick. Can you hear me now?
Not really. Can you? Maybe we should go a while. Let's see if we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think it's quite better.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I had
Repeat what you just said. Yes.
I said in the coming, let me say days, in the coming weeks, I'll be showing you guys some techniques to cash entries. Like, don't cash an entry, like, once you enter your video, it going away. I will teach us in the wisdom. And those techniques involve a lower frame, because that is entries. What will you do to find entries? Not
I think you just got
markets, or what the price will be tomorrow, or what the price will be the evening. But mainly to know where to put your money and you see it moving. There are some techniques we use on a lower time frame, 4 hours, 1 hour. Even the 50 minutes is able to in finding exits. But all those things will come in the TE class. So do I have another one?
I doubt if we grabs anything for now. Very, very breaking.
Hello? What do you say?
Yeah, I think it just got clearer now. It was cracking so much.
Oh, so, okay. Give me a minute.
All right then.
Let me refresh my AirPods.
But your network is okay now. We can hear you.
So, can you guys hear me better now?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yeah, so
You
very
can't see
better.
my screen, right?
Yes, we can see your screen. Yeah, we can see now.
So, as we know,
Yes, we can see your
can
screen.
you see my screen now?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes.
Okay. So, where were we discussing? Where were we?
You're talking about.
So, I was asking, do I have
a
Okay, you guys missed that much. I was just saying that analysis, as we already know, is we the traders we recommend 1 day time frame, and then you guys take 1 hour to see it clearer. But it doesn't mean that we don't use 1 hour or even 15 minutes to work. I used to feel I still need to work a lot. So and reversal points. There are some techniques that will require 15 minutes. But averagely, the first thing you should look at, especially at this year level, is 1 day. Why? Because if you use a 1 day time frame, you can't miss out anything. If your analysis is well done, the worst that can happen is you stay a little longer in the market. Once your analysis on the 1 day is well done, the worst that can happen is you just stay a little longer. But your 1 day can deceive you. Your 1 hour can deceive you. It can mislead you, put you in a totally wrong direction without you knowing. So please, do you have another question? Any questions?
Yes. I think someone would like to speak.
Questions, sir.
There's a question, please. Share
Hope you guys
profitable
can hear me.
business.
Yes.
Yes,
Can hear you.
profitable business has a
Okay.
question, please.
Okay.
Please, I was having issue with my network. I was able to hear what you said last, which you said using 1 day candle on a chart it can deceive someone. But I don't really know.
After 1 hour, not 1 day. If you're using a 1 hour candle,
Profitable business, he said 1 day or 15 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour could be misleading. 1 day is the most perfect.
Okay.
Yes, 1 day, 1 day.
but as I said, it's not in some strategy, you will even use as low as 15 minutes. Like the use of TD sequential, we're required to use as low as 15 minutes. So sometimes the use of Ichimoku cloud might require you to use a 1 hour, MACD 4 hours, RSI 1 day. Different techniques will, if you're drawing a trend line, it's best you do it on a 1 day time frame. Because whatever you have on the 1 day, when you change it back to 4 hours, the trend line is still valid and much stronger. Because that's where the advanced traders, the technical analysts, that's what they are doing. So you have to do what they are doing so that you know where they are placing their orders, where they are leaving the market, you are living with them. So that it won't be when they are moving forward, you are moving sideways, moving back. You end up being confused at the end of it. So can we have another question?
Sir, you just said something very fast, like about the time frames and the indicators with different time. Like you said, the MACD 4 hours, the other one 1 day, and so why the differences in then the indicators and the time frames? Why the difference? I don't understand that.
Different indicators were invented by different vendors or tools. So, author had something in mind when inventing their own indicators. Some have fashioned it for scalpers who are looking for a short move within 15 minutes. Some might have done it to help the long. Like, does anybody know what Elliott wave is here?
What did you ask? What was the question?
Nobody. Okay. Elliott wave is one of the ones. Does anybody know what Elliott wave is? I said, does anybody know what Elliott wave is about?
I don't know.
Okay. Elliott wave is one of the advanced technical analysis tools. It's used to predict the future outcome of how long or how far it should go before a correction. Correction is also measured. We have a lot of going in about 5 different steps. Good to see. There's a rule to it. So if you understand it very well, you can tell when the bull run should be running out. That's why analysts are telling you to the end of the year, to the end of the year. Doesn't mean that we're not going to be coins pumping at January. They're just trying to tell you that the bull run has this, like, the most explosive of the bull run is between now and now. And then you have maybe a little correction, and then you have another run, that kind of thing. So the person who invented Elliott wave didn't invent it for you to use it on a 1-day chart, maybe, or 1 hour. It's usually like 1 week charts or 1 month. Although we'll meet all those things, but that will be much later in the advanced TA class, not even in the TA class. So vendors, the authors, are the ones who intentionally fixed their indicators to suit a defined analysts request. Might have made it to help those who are, scalping 1 hour scalping 1 day, or low traders or meeting. So that's why some are better in this time frame. This one might be better in the other time. So hope it's clear now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question? Any question? No other question. Please, Anthony, check and see if the muted people are to speak. If not, then I'll take my leave. Right?
Somebody's raising their hand. Me.
Okay, please, Miss Anthony, be watchful.
I have a question. I want to I've been viewing it. Please, I would like you. Sir?
I didn't hear you, sorry. I didn't get anything you said, sorry.
Yes, sir. I said, please, I have a question, but it doesn't look like a question. And I'm viewing a coin. I'll be staring at a coin, ETC. I want to please show us the chart of how is it moving. What is your view on it?
You're making a request. Are you the request you're making? You're not. You don't have enough clearance for it. Actually,
Sir, I have a
I'll just do it. So I'll do it for.
No.
Okay,
That
go ahead.
I don't have
Sure.
I have a
So the lady, go ahead with your question. All right.
okay. So, please, my question is, since you said that all the indicators they have their, as they normally go with their own time frame. Does it mean that RSI, since it is being used for a day distance, does it mean that it is more good, or let's say it is the best one to be used than like MACD, EMA, and MA? Does it mean that RSI is the best indicator?
Every indicator, there is no best indicator. There is no better indicator. Every indicator has a purpose, just like I stated. RSI has a reason why it was created. RSI measures the strength, the momentum of the market, the strength with which the price action is moving in any direction. It measures the strength. This is moving with speed. There is more flowing. Things are going well. You see it in the RSI. The MACD is a momentum reversal indicator. If the momentum of the market, the fuel is running out, like, you know what I mean by fuel, the forward push or the downward push is running out. You see it on the MACD. You see it converging or diverging. You know that the strength is running out. Every indicator has a purpose. That is why I urge all of you to be in the TA class. These indicators will be broken down into pieces. I am 100% sure that the people who are lucky to be in the futures class now understand how, at least to an extent, how to use the Fibonacci retracement, which is one of the most vital tools. As you can see on the screen, the bell, I'm just looking at it. I'm just observing. I'm seeing something like an engulfing happening, but I'm just observing. If you look at this chart clearly, you can see that on this Fibonacci retracement, I have so many shoulders here, cut up on this line. If you look at this place, you can see that I have a reversal here on this second line. This is the work of MACD. You can see, if I extend it to this side, you can also see that we have shoulders being cut up here. That is how MACD explains things to you. Now, the day we break above here, we expect that here will be converted to support. We are still trapped here. Here we might be retested again. It will continue to try here. From what I'm seeing here, this is trying to form. That's why I'm a little interested in it. I've been viewing it. It's probably trying to form a cup. If you look at the way this thing is parabolic in shape, you see that we are almost forming something. It looks like you want to form a cup. So I'm expecting that this will probably, dance around here and then find a way to escape and then come on top. It may retest here or proceed to this place and test. These are Fibonacci levels. May come here, test, get rejected, find support here. Then probably on the second test, it will break above and then probably even come to the all-time high and test. We can have a test here. This is just pure speculation. I have no reason to tell you that this will happen. I'm just telling you from experience that with the formation I'm seeing, with the parabolic nature of this, it might be forming a cup. And then, after forming a cup, what next? You might have to see it consolidating, coming downwards, looking for buyers. May come down, sometimes it may come up to this level again. this place will form support. It might start heading back up. Maybe do like this, just play around a little. Play around. The next thing you see, boom. The day it will come here now, this validates the cup and handle. If you have a close above here, you have your candle closing comfortably above here. You have a cup and handle all set. Next, you have boom to go to the moon. It's just speculation because the data is still not enough. If I already had a cup and half a handle, it makes it easier for me to say, okay, the cup has formed. This thing looks like the handle. But now we are still far up. I'm just speculating. It looks like. So speculations are allowed, but you don't make any judgments. You don't decide because I'm speculating. I'll now put my money. Yes, I can put my money here because this is a very healthy correction that's tested many levels of the Fibonacci, and then it looks like we're having a bounce off on the 826. No, this is a 786. If we have a bounce off, we will start heading back up. So all the people in my class, the futures class, at least, see, if you don't know how to plot Fibonacci and you're in the futures class, please indicate. Quickly, please. Quickly, anybody, if you don't know how to plot Fibonacci and you are in the futures class or the TA class, please indicate.
I am here, sir.
What's your name?
Philip Brown.
Philip Brown. You are the person who was making a 1,000% while others were plotting Fibonacci, right?
So I have not make any 1,000% any day. The trade I entered was 3 cents. I used 30 cents on it. I just trying to make the practical of what I learned, little things I learned on the future class. So not that I just leave it, not that I have money on it.
Have you submitted the assignments you were given?
Yes, sir. That is theoretically.
Huh?
That in theory, like yes, in theory.
Not theoretically, you can ask to plot the Fibonacci with the help of whosoever, any of your classmates. You are the only person I think who has not done that assignment. So I believe that if we are 10, if we are 20 in the class and 19 did it perfectly, and the day they were actually doing it, as they were submitting their assignment to meet up with the 12 o'clock deadline, was around the same time you were posting 800% of features. So this clearly defines your aim of in here. You are here to double your money, not to learn how to double your money. And of course, I won't go back because of you. I have over 85% success rate, meaning every other person learns it except you. Because I clearly stated it on the group. We were busy making money while others were busy plotting. And every other person here can trade clearly. They can scalp, even with Fibonacci. Using Fibonacci, you can scalp. As you can see here, we had a bounce off. If you look closely here, we had a bounce off. If you're trading Fibonacci, you have this bounce off of a Fibonacci line. Next candle, most times will be green. So if you're a scalper, you can scalp this candle. You can, in futures, if you put this on 10x, you might have made up to 150%. But you were busy making the 150% while others were busy trading. So have I done wrong? Is there any other person in the class that can plot Fibonacci?
Sir, I didn't. I was not making money, sir. The trade was there for long time. I just checked how it was going, sir. I was working on my assignments, but I had to use the tools. I'm still working on how to use the tools, and I have one of my classmates who is posting me through already. I will submit it maybe late in this night, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry, sir.
Well, do you have any other question to proceed?
Any other question?
Looks like a no.
None?
I guess none.
And then, Mr. Philip, you are still the same person who is requesting that we take a look at ETC, right?
Seems someone is trying to speak, but her network.
Yes, it's ETC, right? Yes, sir.
Give me a minute, please. So, do we have a question? Any question? Any outstanding question, please?
No question, only for the TA class.
Okay. I think we'll continue our analysis in the other class. So, I think we'll call it night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy your weekend, people.
Partially good night, sir. Partial good night.
Now hoodlums rule this place.